$700 million moved in a single night. Out of a government fund, into a private account. No product, no deal, no explanation. And within weeks, that same money showed up in Las Vegas. Champagne, celebrities, a $250 million yacht. Everyone saw it. Everyone knew. And still, no one stopped him. No arrest, no charges, nothing. Because this wasn't just theft. It was protection. And the man behind it wasn't a politician, wasn't a CEO. He wasn't even supposed to be part of the system. His name was Jho Low. Jho Low didn't look powerful. No official role, no title, no company tied to his name, nothing that would explain influence. But he had access, and access is where power actually begins. He moved through elite schools, through wealthy circles, through rooms where introductions mattered more than credentials, conversations behind closed doors, quiet agreements, unwritten understandings. And he didn't force his way in. He was welcomed, slowly, carefully, by people who had more power than he did. Bankers, executives, political insiders, people who controlled money, people who controlled decisions. And eventually, someone at the very top, a prime minister. That connection changed everything because it gave him access to something most people never see: a national investment fund, billions of dollars, public money, supposed to build a country's future, power plants, infrastructure, economic growth. But inside the system, something shifted. Approvals came faster, meetings became shorter, questions became softer, and money started moving. Jho Low was always there, not officially, not in documents, but present, in the room, in the decisions, in the direction of the money. And once that happens, you don't need a title anymore. You're already inside the system. The money didn't disappear all at once. That would have triggered alarms. It moved slowly, in layers, structured, designed to look normal. Funds were raised, bonds were issued, deals were announced publicly. Everything looked legitimate: clean presentations, confident messaging, professional language. But underneath, something else was happening. Money was being redirected, hundreds of millions at a time. Then more, through shell companies, through offshore accounts, through jurisdictions built for silence. Each transfer small enough to ignore, but together, massive. And as the money moved quietly, his life became louder. Private jets landing in the middle of the night, engines cooling on empty runways, drivers waiting outside, doors opening instantly, hotel suites already prepared, lights on, music playing, champagne chilled before he arrived. And then the spending, fast, relentless. A $250 million yacht, floating like a signal, a mansion in Beverly Hills, another in New York, another somewhere else, paintings worth tens of millions, hung like decoration, luxury becoming routine, and then the parties, crowded rooms, flashing lights, music so loud it erased conversation, celebrities walking through like this was normal, photos taken, moments captured, money being burned in real time, and no one stopped to ask because the money was already there. And that's what made it dangerous, because none of it was hidden. Transactions existed, photos existed, names existed. This wasn't underground. It was happening in public, and still, nothing stopped it. At first, it didn't look like a scandal. Just numbers that didn't line up. Small inconsistencies. Questions without answers. Then journalists started digging. Documents surfaced. Transfers connected. Patterns emerged. Quietly at first, then louder. Then impossible to ignore. Billions missing. A national fund drained. A financial trail leading back to one name. Jho Low. Again, and again, and again. This was the moment, the collapse, the exposure, the point where everything should have ended. Because the evidence was there, clear, structured, traceable. Banks flagged transactions. Internal reports circulated. Governments announced investigations. The story spread globally, and people expected what always comes next: arrests, charges, public accountability, a fall. But instead, everything slowed. Statements became careful. Language became controlled. Investigations continued. But without urgency, without pressure. Time stretched. Days became weeks. Weeks became months. And while the world focused on headlines, he moved. Quietly. No panic. No chaos. Flights taken without attention. Airports passed through without resistance. Different countries. Different locations. Always ahead. Always just out of reach. From visibility to distance. And then he was gone. But this is where it changes. Because he didn't escape. There was no chase, no final moment, no dramatic ending. He was allowed to leave. Because stopping him would have exposed something bigger. Too many people, too many approvals, too many decisions that were never meant to be seen. Because he wasn't alone. He was connected. To banks that processed the transfers. To officials who approved the deals. To institutions that didn't ask enough questions. To people who benefited. Quietly, indirectly, but significantly. And once that network exists, taking down one person doesn't end the story. It expands it. It pulls everything into the light. Every decision, every approval, every silent agreement. And that's dangerous, because systems like this aren't designed to collapse. They're designed to absorb damage, control exposure, limit consequences, protect what matters. And in that moment, he becomes something else. Not just a suspect, a liability. And liabilities aren't always removed. Sometimes they're managed, moved, protected, kept at a distance, where they can't cause more damage, but also can't expose more truth. Because this was never just about one man. This pattern repeats across countries, across systems, across time. People at the center of massive financial scandals disappear. Cases that begin loudly, fade quietly. Money gets traced, names get identified, but consequences never fully arrive. Because power protects power, not loudly, not publicly, but consistently. He knew too much about the money, about the system, about the people behind it. And once you reach that level, you stop being just a risk. You become leverage. And leverage is something systems don't destroy. They preserve it, control it, use it. And as long as he remained useful, he remained protected. Some say he's in China. Some say he moves quietly between countries, different places, different arrangements. But the truth is simpler. He isn't just hiding. He's being kept. Because removing him completely would expose more than anyone wants revealed. And that's the part most people never see. This wasn't a failure. It was a decision. A system choosing stability over accountability. Somewhere right now. Money is still moving. Deals are still being made. Rooms are still filled with quiet agreements. And people just like him are still inside. No headlines, no exposure, no consequences. Just continuation. And stories like this, they don't end here. Because people like this, they're not the only ones. And if you want the full story, how the money moved, who was involved, and how it all unraveled, it's already live on the channel. Watch that next. Subscribe if you want to understand how power really works. Because next, we're breaking down a leader who didn't disappear. who didn't escape, and what happens when the system decides someone has to fall.